The Kavango East and Kavango West regions are characterized by a very sparsely inhabited interior and a high population density along the Okavango River. When the Kwangali people first settled here, they called this place Kavango Kokawa, which means beautiful land. With its rich cultural heritage, diverse vegetation, abundant bird species, wildlife and variety of parks, the Kavango East and Kavango West regions welcome you.
Reed mat is the work for the man. Like a man, if you are getting married, you have to make a reed mat the first day, which you are going to sleep with your wife. If you fail to make it, they have to send you back to your parent. And the woman also is very important to know how to weave basket. A long time when we were not having field for plowing mahangu, maize and sorghum, our parents they were collecting mangeti. And those nuts where we used to get oil, and you can also get the flour which you can cook as porridge.
As one of the many cultures visitors can enjoy, the Mbunza Living Museum is just 14 kilometers outside of Rundu. Apart from displaying their unique river culture, the Kanuni cultural group use dance to kill tension between villages and bring peace. The unique craftsmanship of the Kavango people is well known. The Okavango River is the fourth longest river system in southern Africa. The only perennial river in Africa that doesn't flow into an ocean, but instead flows into the Kalahari Desert to form the Okavango Delta. The woodlands grow on sandy soils and are dominated by a variety of tree species. The Kavango regions are part of the broad-leaved and shrub savanna biome. At the Popa Falls, the course of the Okavango River is rapidly interrupted by rocks, creating a 4-meter-high waterfall in its riverbed. The impressive results lure many visitors to this place. Along the river, a variety of lodging and luxury camping accommodation is available. For visitors on a budget, other comfortable options make your stay worthwhile. Whether enjoying the river landscape and its people, or football game in the landscape, the Kavango regions never fail to mesmerize with their beauty. Okavango regions have an abundance of unique bird species. The rich diversity of aquatic and semi-aquatic plants grow mostly in single-species communities. The extremely long toes of the African jacana enables it to walk on floating vegetation and water lily leaves. Seeing the majestic African fish eagle in action is any birdwatcher's dream come true. Bradfield's hornbill is a common bird in this region. The raspblaar has the largest leaves and fruit of all the Combretum species. From the unusual fork-tailed drongo to the deceptive yellow-bellied bulbul, visitors are bound for a unique birding experience in the Kavango regions. The crocodile have the strongest bite of all animals in the world and can stay 2 to 3 hours underwater. Crocodiles can live up to 80 years. Hippos are regarded as one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. Although they might look a little chubby, they can easily outrun a human. The Mahango Game Reserve covers 244 square kilometers and is characterized by riverine forests, grasses and wetlands. African elephants are the largest land mammals on the planet and undergo the longest gestation period of 22 months. The wild and undeveloped Kaodum Game Park was established with conservation in mind rather than financial revenue. This unique park is unfenced, enabling animals to follow their natural migration routes. They migrate to and from the water-rich Kavango River, Okavango Delta and the floodplains of the Zambezi region during the dry season. The Buffalo Core area between Mahango and Bwabwata National Park hosts well over 1,000 buffaloes in these wetlands among other animals. One of the best experiences of interacting with fellow adventure seekers is the magnificent sunset boat cruises on offer. Sharing a drink with new friends is a perfect way to end the perfect day. Another fun and popular activity to experience on this river is the inexpensive Makoro safaris, offered by locals along the riverbanks. This is a popular and fun way for visitors to experience the magnificent Kavango River. Getting to Kaodum National Park is all about adventure. And more than half the fun of this journey is getting there. Provisions for 3 days, enough fuel supply, mobile radios, and 100 liters of water is a must. The challenging roads demand a minimum of 2 4-wheel drive vehicles per party. The tracks tend to follow dry riverbeds, also known as omurambas, linking several waterholes together. This unique adventure is a dusty experience. Community leaders of the Joseph Mbambangandu Conservancy explain.
The idea of the conservancy just came from our traditional chief, who came up with ideas of forming up the conservancies in 2004. So he held the meeting with the communities to tell them what was the importance of having conservancies. So in the conservancies, we're having some idea like a job creation, have a use of wildlife, and also having some ideas of communities should benefit from their natural resources. The Develop Close project, you just started on 2011. We just get in one of the companies and make an agreement together with the conservancies and the guidance from the Ministry of Environment and Tourism. We started with 26 members who are registered. We used to give them trainings, how they're supposed to harvest the Develop Close in a sustainable way, and also to get a requirement of the marketing.
I'm very much happy because in that project, most of them they are women who are participating in that. Because if you can see that nowadays, women they are not that much concerned that maybe she can do something good in life, but at least in this project, there are the more people who are active as the women. They are supporting their small children and all those stuffs.
In the vibrant open market in Rundu, the diversity of local ingredients is in abundance.
Welcome back to the Fusion Cooking Program. This is Okavango East and West. We sourced lovely ingredients for you today. There's some Mokunde white beans, and we have some spinach, and we have some roasted peanuts. And we got this off of fishmonger. It's lovely bream. It's a fish, freshwater fish. And we have a sweet and sour sauce, which are made from this lovely, looks like monkey brains. It's a ione fruit. It's only distinctly from this area. We have that as a little dressing or dripping sauce. We're going to incorporate all these ingredients. We're going to stuff the belly. So now basically after we've chopped everything up, we're just going to stuff the bream. We're simply going to use a kebab stick and just going to close it up tightly. Just remove a big piece at the end. You're just going to give a light coat of mini meal around the bream, just for extra crispness. And then I'll deep fry it. And it's nice and hot. It's very fragile, and just for presentation we're just going to halve it. In the final we have our ione dressing, a sweet and sour sauce, and then you tuck in and enjoy.
Make the endless horizons of the Kavango regions your next holiday destination.